the best fighter in history, Anderson Silva. Man, it's a good time to be a UFC fan. Let me tell you what, guys. Hey everyone, Slugfest Wizard here, getting ready to do my picks, my predictions for UFC 112, Invincible, in Abu Dhabi, of all places. Yeah, man, really hyped up about the UFC this weekend. It's gonna be great. You know, we've got the pound-for-pound king, the prodigy, and an MMA legend all return in the same night. You got two titles on the line. The octagon cage itself is going to be outside in Abu Dhabi. Like I said, I saw a picture of what the place would look like in one of the MMA magazines at a CVS, and it looks like it's going to be great. Really hyped up about it. So make sure you get to a Buffalo Wild Wings early. That's what I'm going to do. As you can see, I got the stuff in the background ready too. Alright. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna let's start from the top. Main card, everything. Anderson Silva versus Demian Maia. A lot of you guys, I imagine many people are getting flashbacks of the Talis Latis Anderson Silva fight at UFC 97, where the champion avoided confrontation and the challenger wasn't pressing the issue. Or it could be the other way around, where Anderson Silva didn't feel like finishing Talis Latis on the ground, and Latis wasn't fighting like he felt like it. I don't see that being the case here with Silva versus Maia. Maia is coming off of his win over Dan Miller in a fight in which he did not submit him. Demian Maia's specialty, of course, is the ground, and submission, and working things like that. And while Anderson Silva is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under the Nogueira brothers, Maia is maybe a level above that. Silva has 2 submission wins in the octagon, and according to Dana White, he is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. And Anderson Silva himself is 10-0 in the UFC, going for his 11th win in a row. He has not lost yet, and this is going to be his 6th consecutive title defense, which will be a new record. And should he successfully defend it, and I think the odds are that he is going to. I think Demian Maia himself only has 1 loss, and that's to Nate Marquardt at UFC 102. I have that fight also, in which he got 1 punch caught by Marquardt in the first round, like 22 seconds. Something like that. It was really quick, but despite that, Marquardt just lost. He was just upset by Chael Sonnen. Chael Sonnen himself has also been talking a lot of you know, trash about Anderson Silva, saying that he's not convinced that he's the number one fighter in the world right now, and he's convinced that he'd be able to beat him. I don't think so. You know, would he really be able to take that? Well, again, I'm getting off topic, so let's go back. What I think is going to happen with this fight is Demian Maia is probably going to succeed at least once or twice getting the fight to the ground, but it's really difficult to see him doing anything or surprising Anderson Silva with anything. I think Anderson Silva's stand-up, his accuracy, and his overall well-roundedness as a fighter is going to be too much for Demian Maia. So I see Anderson Silva winning this one by knockout in the 3rd round, or possibly the 4th if it makes it there. But yeah, and the reason why Chael Sonnen's not fighting is because he is on a 90 or 60-day medical suspension due to the injuries he sustained when he beat Nate Marquardt. So next bout. BJ Penn against Frankie Edgar. BJ Penn, probably the most dominant lightweight in the world. Frankie Edgar is 11-1. His only loss is to the unbeaten Gray Maynard. And I'm really looking forward to this one. BJ Penn is coming off of his annihilation of Diego Sanchez. Opened up a big cut above his head. BJ Penn looks better than ever now. He's getting better with age. And I don't see Frankie Edgar being the guy that can beat him. I think Edgar is going to show a lot in this fight. I don't think BJ Penn is going to be able to... He may not be able to submit him. Edgar's probably going to be harder to hit than BJ Penn will realize, but Penn's boxing is a step above most. And because Frankie Edgar utilized really good head movement in his bout against Sean Sherk, and really good footwork movement too. But that's how I see this one going down. I think Penn is going to be able to win by TKO, or maybe due to another, referee cut. And if he's going to win by submission, it might be by armbar, but I don't know if Frankie Edgar's going to be the one to tap, because he says he's always a scrapper. He likes to scrap, all that stuff. He's from Jersey, so that's a really good one. Looking forward to that one. And Matt Hughes versus Renzo Gracie, third big fight of the night. Both the guys are legends in their sport. Matt Hughes is coming off of his win over Matt Serra at UFC 98. And let's see, Renzo Gracie just fought Frank Shamrock, and he won after, I guess, Frank Shamrock was disqualified due to the illegal knees of a downed opponent in a fight in which I haven't seen yet, but reportedly Renzo Gracie didn't look great in that fight. Gracie is the cousin, Renzo is the cousin of Royce, for those who don't know. And so I'd imagine that there's a little bit of bad blood, or a bit of a revenge factor. Renzo is probably taking it upon himself. But, I'm a fan of Matt Hughes, and I enjoy his fights. He's a really great wrestler. He's got power, underrated submission game. Well, actually, probably not underrated. Matt Hughes is probably not going to submit anyone with the last name Gracie behind them, of course. Because Renzo Gracie himself has gotten his arm broken by the likes of Kazushi Sakuraba in a fight in which he did not tap out. Anyways, this one I gotta go with Matt Hughes by decision. That's how I think it's gonna go down. Matt Hughes isn't gonna get tired. He's not gonna gas. He's gonna be a little bit of the bigger fighter, I'm pretty sure, and he's gonna be the more powerful striker and the much better wrestler. So that's how I think it's gonna happen. And next we got Terry Edom versus Rafael Dos Anjos. Let's see. Terry Edom just finished his submission win over Shannon Googety at Couture versus Vera, in which that was submission of the night. So, and Rafael Dos Anjos, excuse me, he won a decision over Kyle Bradley. In this fight, I've got to pick Terry Edom by submission. So, and last one, Kendall Grove versus Mark Munoz. I'm going to pick Mark Munoz again by decision. And the rest of the card looks pretty good too. We've got Nick Story, DeMarcus Johnson, Paul Kelly, Matt Veek, Mustafa Al-Turk. Yeah, Mustafa Al-Turk is back after losing twice in a row. That's interesting. Maybe it could be because they're fighting in his hometown, or he's the local product, all that stuff. So anyways, it's going to be great night. I'm going to post my review, see how accurate I was. Looking forward to it. So guys, that's it for now. Peace out. Bye-bye.